Hey guys, it's Auntie Belle with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, we are here to do some more bubble paper, but I have a twist on the bubble paper. I told you we're going to do a few things with the bubble paper for a little bit because I just a lot of really cool ideas came to me. For the bubble paper today, we're going to do it with jelly prints as the base instead of just book pages and music note pages. So, but before we get to that, I need to announce the winner of the giveaway from the last mixed media video that I did, okay? So, I asked Alexa to choose a number, and she chose the number 2. So, Butter Roll Boutique, congratulations! You're the winner! Woohoo! So, Butter Roll Boutique, I need you to, in the description box, is a link to my Etsy shop. Hit that link, go to my Etsy shop. In the right hand corner, it says contacts. Hit that, and then you can leave your I think it says contact or message. It's in the right hand corner, and you can leave your address there, okay? And I will send you one of my journals. So I hope you like it. Okay, this one is my own personal one, but just you can see there's lined paper in it. Okay, with my artwork on it. So I hope you like that. And then I have printables in my Etsy shop. I also sell this journal. So if you are interested in this art, in this journal with my artwork on it, I have a whole bunch of them in a whole bunch of different ones in my Etsy shop. Clickable link below for my Etsy shop. Also in my Etsy shop, I do have printables. I don't have these printables in my Etsy shop yet, but I will soon. But Butter Roll, these are the printables that I've created. So I made printables out of the the grungy, old world grungy bubble paper that I just recently made. So I will be sending all this to you in the mail as soon as I get your address. And then here's some more. And these are jelly prints and collage. I think this is jelly printing and collaging. Oh no, this is another. These aren't jelly prints, how I made this. This is a whole nother technique that I make these kind of papers from magazines. And I have that video on my channel. A lot of times I make my printables with jelly prints, and then I embellish them, or I leave them just the way they are if I like them. But this was another technique, making collage paper from magazines. You can check that out here on my channel. So I was sending you these, and I'll be making you your own fresh journal. This is my own personal one, but you'll get one that looks just like that. So congratulations, Butter Roll Boutique, and just click on my Etsy site and leave me your address so I can send this off to you. Okay, so let me put that aside and let's get started. Did I bring that in here? Oh, I did. Okay, I wanted to show you guys how this looks. It looks really similar to like when I just make the bubble paper out of like the as the base, the book pages, the music notes, encyclopedia pages. It looks similar to when you do it with the jelly prints. So let me show you the difference. It's just another way, another take on it. I think it's this one. Yeah, I had to write jelly print on here. So this bubble paper, I use jelly prints as the base, instead of just using book pages and music notes and encyclopedia pages. I just love it, you guys. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It's just grungy-licious, in my opinion. I love it. Okay, so look at this. Look at how similar it is to the one where you just use the book pages in the background. See how similar it is? It's very similar. But it's just another take on it. So these are the ones, all the ones over here are the ones that I use, just the book pages, music notes, encyclopedia pages, okay? And this is the one that I used, that I made and used the jelly prints as the background, okay? All right, so I want you to see that. So what we do is we start out with a plain piece of paper, just a piece of copy paper. I'm actually using up, I had some old like things you can make a daily planner out of, and they kind of didn't print out right. Anyway, I didn't want to waste the paper. So, and in fact, just so we have white on the back, let's use this side. And then we'll have plain white on the back. It doesn't really make a difference, but we might as well cover this up, right? Okay, so let's use some jelly prints. Or any of my jelly prints, or any of my printables, or any papers that I make. Here's a jelly print, okay? And I've already started using this one, so that's why it's kind of torn already. This is also, if you have jelly prints, this is great for with your jelly prints. If you have printables, you can use printables. If you have scrapbook paper, you can use scrapbook paper. Okay, 1 second. Let me get my glass mat back out. And then, just a second. Let me reorganize myself for a second. And I need to get out something to glue. I need to get a magazine. I use magazines, free magazines. This is the Las Vegas Weekly, and I use it as a glue surface. So let me get that out. So I have a glue surface, and we're going to use some matte medium. So whatever glue of your choice. You don't have to use a glue stick like you did last time. So I'm using some matte medium. You guys make sure right now Hobby Lobby has started their clearance. They haven't clearanced in the fine art section or the craft paint section, so be looking out because I'll be buying stuff, so look at that video when they come out. But this is the kind of deals you can get. This matte medium, matte gel, it's just like matte medium, okay? But it has a little bit thicker substance. It's the same stuff. It was regularly $19.99. I got it for $4.99. So you guys, this is the time to stock up on all of your stuff for your mixed media, for crafting, mixed media, for everything. Okay, so let's lay this down. Oh, I love that. Okay. Let's get moving. And I kind of go over the edge a little bit, and then that way I can just trim them off the edges when I'm done. So I just go right over it. Also, we need some baby wipes, one for my hand and one for a technique we're going to use. Okay, and then let's take this print and put this down here. Take my readers off for a little bit. I don't need those on. Make sure that, yeah, I'm going. Ooh, today's been a busy day. I went to Hobby Lobby this morning, and oh my God, bought way too much crap on clearance. But like I said, this is the time to shop and stock up on your craft supplies, your art supplies, the sewing section, the jewelry section, all the sections. All right, let me get a paper towel out also so I can dry this. Oh, I have a paper towel out. Okay. All right, so there's 2 jelly prints right there. Now, I'm still going to add some book pages to this because I still want that too. But I definitely wanted to use the jelly prints, but we're going to use some book pages here. I also love to use languages in my artwork, in my stuff, like script. So where is some script at? Let's add this. This Old English, isn't this cool? Let's use some of that. what I like to do is I like to get languages from all over the world in my collages. This one, it's really not going to matter because we're going to be covering up some of this with paint. So people aren't going to be able to tell that you use different scripts. But this is just, I do love the script, period. But I do like to use different languages in my, different script and different languages in my artwork when I'm doing collages or backgrounds, because they represent different cultures, right? And I just believe that the more you get to know different people, different cultures, different backgrounds, different races of people, the more peace we'll have in this world. So that is what most of my artwork represents. All right, and then I wanted to use some this book page. We're going to put that right here. And then after this, it's time for another jelly print. Okay. And let's find another jelly print. Or any papers I make. It could be a jelly print. It could be, or it could be any of the papers that I make. Oh, here's a cool one. This is a little piece of it. I used most of it already, but this is a jelly print right there. Isn't that cool? I love it. We'll put that right there. I love collage. You don't have to think about it too much. Just put things together that you think go to get together and that you like. And I do have printables, like I said, in my of my jelly prints and different paper techniques that I like to use to make collage papers. So things like this, things like this, things like this are in my Etsy shop, so you can check that out. Especially if you haven't been jelly printing yet and you like my style of jelly prints or printables, and you can print them out yourself and use them and do stuff like this that I'm doing without even having jelly prints. Okay, there's some more stuff right here. Again, this is another one of my jelly prints. This is a printable that's in my Etsy shop. That right there or down here. I'm just looking to see what else I want to do, so just a second. Here's another piece of one of my jelly prints right here. Let's put that right there. And what like I said, I use a magazine like this. And then I use a magazine like this, and then once I've used all the space up in that magazine, then I just turn the page, and then you have a fresh page as a glue surface, so you're not getting glue everywhere. Put this like right there. This is either Spanish or Italian. Let me see. Yeah, this is Italian, I believe. See, this is what I'm talking about. I like to, so what I do is I go online and I will put, I put Italian love letters, or Italian script, or Spanish script, Italian, Irish, Nigerian, and then they usually have letters written in that script, and then I use it in my artwork. So far we have Old English, we have Italian right here, and I might just put this here because I like that there. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's keep going. Here's another jelly print. This is a piece of it because, you know, I've already used it. Oh, I like that there. I'm just going to tuck that under. I could cut it off, but I just tucked it under on the other side of this, which is fine. And then I want another piece of like book page or something there. I get this Asian newspaper, so this is a little piece of it. Isn't that beautiful? So now we have some Asian script. So now we've mixed Asian with Italian and Old English. Cool, huh? Very cool. All right, let me just cut really quickly some of this off so I can see the edge, because I do need to see the edge here. I hate using this when I hate using my scissors when the paper's still all gluey and wet. I usually do it after it dries, but nobody has time for that. And we will take our scissors and wipe off the glue off my scissors here in just a second. Okay. So make sure you always take your baby wipe or some type of paper towel and wipe off your scissors, or you will be sorry. Real sorry. Your scissors will be ruined. I can't stand gluey, ruined scissors. Okay. So we have this Asian one. Look how cool that looks. Oh, I think Asian script is so beautiful. I think all script is beautiful, but Asian is one of my favorites. I love the way Italian and Spanish look. I like so many. I love Old English too. Like that. I think that's gorgeous. Okay, so I don't totally have a favorite, I guess. I feel like there needs to be some more script on this side, so let me just look and see. I have some encyclopedia, so let's use some encyclopedia. Just feel like I'm like a little bit jelly print heavy on that side. I need a little more script. Okay. Right here, just a little bit more. Yeah, right there. All right. And this will give me a little bit more script. All right. Love that. I think this is beautiful just like this. This would be a beautiful collage. Isn't that gorgeous? So old world and just, oh, yummy. Love it. Okay. It's not even me. It's the papers that are doing it, you know? Okay. The next step is stamps. Stamps and mark making. Okay? So I'm not going to do a ton of mark making just for the sake of time for this video. I think we're done with the gluing down. So let me put my lid on this. I think we're done. We will soon see. Alright, so we're going to do some mark making. Oh, before we do, well, yeah, we'll do some mark making. What I'm looking at is right here. I can't stand, I want this to be a little darker. Just, so let's take a little, I'm going to take a little distressed ink here. So these aren't so white, and for that too. Okay, let me get one of my, there we go. I'm trying to find one of these. You get these at Dollar Tree, and they are great for your distress oxides, distress inks, ink pads, and this is Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. And they will be clearancing out these at Hobby Lobby soon. All the Tim Holtz Distress inks. Not all of them. They always do a select, you know, a select amount, like 4 or 5, 6 of them. So be looking out for those. It's a great time to stock up on your distressed inks or distressed oxide. And I think all they make now is distress oxides. The difference between, this is distress oxide. When you spray it with water, it gives an oxidation process. Distress inks, when you spray them with water, just have a distressed look. And they have a distressed look even without spraying them with water. You just get a further distressing or oxidation look. See how this just all makes everything blend a little bit better? With these pieces that were a little bit, there we go, that were a little too white. Now they have a little more distress, and now they see how everything melts in together better. Love it. All right, I couldn't hack looking at that. I was gonna do it, but I had to do it right now. Okay, where are my pens? Did I put my pens and stuff away? I might have. Alright, so we're going to, yeah, I did put my pens away. We're going to make a couple of marks. I'm not going to get intensely into my mark making as I normally do. Like I said, just for the sake of the video, length of the video. But let's do some crosses. We'll use this brown. Crosses to me are a great mark making. I love them, and I do 3 at a time in groups of 3. Let's do an equal sign. I love equal signs. Let's change colors. Let's do some X's, or let's do an O with a line through it. Another good one is a cross with a circle. See how simple these are? These are just simple marks. Anybody can do these. This is a pin from Dollar Tree. They used to always carry Forever in Time, but always look at their pins in their craft section and in their office section. I have a little cheat sheet of mark making that I keep in plastic. I'll show it to you. If you want to see, there's just a bunch of marks. Quick, easy marks, so I don't have to think about it. Let's do some when you're keeping track, 5 + 1. Let's do some of those. And also hashtags. Let's do those too. I'll use this gold pen. We'll do hashtags with this gold pen. And I'm doing the hashtags in groups of 3. Okay. What was the other one I said? Hashtags, and what else was it? Oh, tally marks. That's the word. So let's do the tally marks in black. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 5. And just the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just the quicker that you do it, the more random it looks, the better it looks, in my opinion. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is some stamping. Okay, some more mark making. Let's do some stamping. Just a second, you guys. I have a big pile of all of my papers here for collage. Kind of need to come together a little bit. Okay, so I have a pile instead of spread out everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to use the color Timber Brown, and also for my stamping I'm going to use 2 other colors. Where are they? Sepia. Also this gray color. This gray color I really like. Instead, if you want to use something besides a dark brown instead of black, like I thought, let's use dark brown instead of black. If I want it to melt into the background, this melts even more. It's like a grayish black. I've been using this stamp. I use a stamp all the time. You guys always see it. It's one of my favorites. Stamp it again here. But as long as you're using like similar colors that your papers are in, the more these are going to look like they're in the background. And that's really what you want, is the stuff to look like it's in the background. I'm going to use this word vintage and this watch face here too. We're going to do the watch face first. We'll do it with sepia. And I'm going to do this watch face again with this darker brown color. And some people ask me, do you have to work that fast? No. You don't have to work fast like a crackhead like I do. I'm not a crackhead. I just like to work fast. Well, I'm making a video, so I can't be going slow anyway. But do I normally work this fast? Yeah. I think I just get so excited. We'll do vintage this way. I just get so excited to see how it's going to look. I think that's why I work that fast. Well, that's not fooling one. I just do everything fast. It's just in my nature to do everything fast. I don't know. The way I am. The way I was created. I'm going to put this at the bottom. Cool. And I want to put this vintage word one more place. Okay, and then what else am I using? I love this number 3. Let's use that. I'm gonna put the 3 here. And let's put the 3 down here. And I didn't re-ink it. I just want to get like a little shadow of it, just something different. Oh, I have a new stamp I got for, look, see, this is what I'm talking about, 82 cents at Hobby Lobby clearance, regularly $3.29. Is that insane? Now, for this, I don't want to see 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps, so I'm going to probably ink this one, and then this one and this one, just so they look like they're like flying towards each other, you know, like, you know, diagonally from each other. So I'm going to put ink here and ink here. Now there could be times where I would love to have all 4 of them at one time, but not with what I'm doing right now. So they're just in the background, little butterflies. And let's do those again somewhere else, right here. Cool. And we'll do a couple more. Let's do the other 2. Let's ink the other 2. This one and then this one. And I will bring this up close to the thing. I love this. These stamps are fabulous. They're Tim Holtz, you guys. These are so, I got these, I think, on Shop NBC. Aren't they fabulous? Absolutely love those. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to do it right there. I'm loading this up pretty heavy because I do want this to really show up as much as it can. I have a lot going on, so I got a lot going on. Fabulous. You can't see it perfectly. You just see some of it in the background, which is fine. What else do we got going on here? You guys know I love my calligraphy stamps. Let's do some calligraphy. That's a calligraphy pen. Some people are like, girl, I'm tired of seeing that pen. After this video, I'll pull out some new stamps. I have tons of them. I can get really stuck though and just use and keep using like similar ones. Sometimes like Angela, get off that stamp and get onto a different one. And I see where I want to put one right now. One more calligraphy pen. So make sure you take advantage of the clearance and buy yourself some stamps. Cool. So I'm just going to keep using this calligraphy pen until it goes out. Alright, it's out. Alright, so we've made marks. And we've also used the stamps. Now, the last stamp I want to use, this is just in my opinion, get yourself a script stamp. You will love this. Usually they have these on clearance. They haven't clearanced these out yet this year. a lot of times they'll clearance these out because these are expensive. They could be like 15. But if you can't get them on clearance or on sale, just use a coupon like at Joann's or Michael's and get yourself a script stamp, because they just are beautiful used in your artwork, in my opinion. All right, this is that grayish black, and I'm going to use that instead of the dark brown to really lay like it's in the background. I'm going to use this grayish black. It's like a gray black. Okay. Just that gray black is just a really good color if you want things to melt into the background and not be like more on the surface. If you want it to really stand out a little bit from the background, it'll still look background, but use black. But I want this just to like look like it's really, really in the background. Okay, let me try it one more time here without re-inking, see what I get. We didn't get enough there, so we'll re-ink. My store too, they mark down stamps, not anywhere near the amount of stamps they used to mark down. Well, they don't even have as many. They've totally cut down all the craft, all the fine art, everything. They've made more room for seasonal decor is what they really want to get into. That's not really a hobby, but whatever. They were sold last year to somebody else, and that's, I guess, what they look like they made more money off of was seasonal decor. So I was going to say is the stamps were marked down. There wasn't as many as usual because they don't have as many as usual. And they didn't mark down hardly any of the inks, just a few of them. So usually there's a lot more inks, but there's, like I said, there's not as much of any of it. So. And because there's not as much as there used to be, you guys, there's not as much to, things are going to go even quicker than normal with these clearances. So just get over there and get some stuff. Listen to me. Listen to me spend your money. I'm helping you spend your money because these prices are insane. And I don't buy craft stuff all year round. I save it for, I only buy stuff that I actually need, like usually adhesives or something like that if I run out of something like that. But as far as everything else, I get mostly all my major craft supplies from the Hobby Lobby clearance. Okay. Same thing with my yarn. Usually the first week of June, they clearance out yarn. $5 a skein is like $1.25. It's insane. But last year it happened like in May or something, or March, April, or May. It happened way earlier. I was shocked. So be paying attention to that if you like to buy yarn, if you crochet or knit or do any type of yarn things. Okay, let me show you this up close, what this looks like. How fabulous. Isn't this cool? To me, this is just gorgeous. You can just frame this. I think it's very pretty. If you love grunge, okay? Some people will be like, girl, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen because they don't like grunge. But I love grunge. Let me just trim that off. I'm obsessed with grunge. I'd love to have a t-shirt that says grunge rules. Or a shirt that says grungy-licious. Oh my god. You guys, I should get t-shirts that say grungy. I should sell on my channel t-shirts that say grungy-licious. I might do that. Okay. So, here we are with this. Oh, I just love it. This is me on a piece of paper. Okay. So now, what are we doing next? Next, we're going to scrape paint on here, okay? So as you can see, some of these techniques are similar to what we did last time, and a little bit different. Last time we took a paintbrush and we were painting it on here. We're going to scrape paint on with a credit card. And so we'll start with this beautiful dark brown. Wait, no we're not. Oh, I know, I'll tell you what we're going to start with. We are going to start with this dark brown, but we're going to do the edges first. Oh, and I did learn this technique. What is the name of her channel? You know what? I'll tell you in I'll tell you here right now. Just a second. Let me go to YouTube, and I can tell you the name of her channel. I should have mentioned her name at the beginning. I told you who I got this idea of bubble paper from. On my last video. I just forgot to mention it on this one. Sorry, guys. Just a second. All right, there we go. Okay. I put her name in my the TheCreativeCove 6898. That's who I got how to make bubble paper originally, and I'm taking it in another direction by using collage paper instead of using just the book pages. And also I do a little bit different things. Like I know she didn't do a bunch of stamping and mark making. So you know, you can take an idea from someone and then make it your own and add and just detract things. But one thing I like is what I'm going to show you right now, how she edges this. I love it, and I might start doing more of this type of edging or smoky border with instead of using my Stabilo so much. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You're like, girl, show us and stop talking. Okay, where is it? The dark brown. Here it is. I'm using a thick body. Got it for $2.49, regular $9.99 last year. Transparent burnt umber, and I love this transparent burnt umber. It is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous color. So, go around the edges. How much time did we? Okay. Go around the edges like this. So it's kind of like you're smoking out. You know how you use like a Stabilo just to smoke out your edges, or to frame your basically frame your painting or your artwork. Okay, and then I don't like that, make it look like a line, so I just kind of go over the edge just to blend it out a little bit. Real messily. Is that a word? And just blend out the edge a little bit so you don't just have like a major edge. There, I had to re-wet my brush a little bit. Look, see what it does? Look how it changes it. And I love doing it with this color. With this translucent, they call it, burnt umber. It's really nice. So I'm just doing it kind of messily. Oh, I'm just making up words. Messily. What the hell? I know somebody will call me out and go, girl, that's not a word. And then let's just hit the edge of it just to soften it a little bit. So we don't have... And when I really like hit the edge, it really blends it out. And it's a little transparent. Even the whole thing's a little transparent. You can see through it because it's transparent umber, which I just think is really cool. I love it. Look how that changes it. Isn't this gorgeous? Obsessed. Okay, now let's get some black, and we're going to darken it even more on the edges. So I'm just using some black acrylic paint. Again, I got this for $1.49, regularly $5.99 for this big old 8-ounce bottle of paint in the craft section. This one, this thick body paint, regularly $9.99, got $2.49. This is in the fine art section. And then all these paints I like to use on my jelly plate too. So, all right, so then I'm just going to take the black on the same brush, and I'm just going to go right to the edge and just right on the edge of your paper. And kind of just blend that out a little bit. And this just deepens that edge a little bit more. And when I saw her do hers, she didn't do it exactly how I'm doing it. She used black on the like more on the board, on the around the borders of hers. She didn't mix it with this brown, but it's what I'm doing. So, but that's what's cool. You can just do your own take, get the idea, get inspired, and then do your own take on it. And that's in anything that you learn on YouTube. Anything that you learn on YouTube. But always give credit to where you got the idea, though. Sorry I didn't give her credit at the very beginning of the video. I was just excited and I forgot. But I never said, this is my idea, I came up with the whole thing. Okay. Next. So now we have that, which I love. All right, now we're going to scrape paint onto this. Okay, I'm going to still use this burnt umber. In fact, you know what? I want to... No, we're going to use the card. Do I have enough burnt umber? I'm trying to see if I have enough burnt umber on this. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I have enough burnt umber here. In fact, I have too much on this card. Okay, so we're just going to scrape some burnt umber here and there. And what I like about using the card is that there we go. What I like about using the card is you don't get any exactness, because you want it to look old world and aged, right? So we don't need exactness, and it keeps you from doing that. Another technique you can do with this is if you feel like you got a little bit too much anywhere, just run your baby wipe through it and smear it. And what that does, it smears it, which makes it another cool technique, and you can see what's underneath it too. So see, I like that right there. Okay. Next color. I am in love with this, you guys. I have a red oxide. Look, I have this red oxide, and it's a, you know, regularly $9.99, got it for $2.49. It's a thick body. This is a like an artist grade paint from Hobby Lobby. I got this red oxide from Dollar Tree, and this is my favorite oxide color. Look how gorgeous it is. Wait till you guys see it on this paper. It's just beautiful. There's enough, you know what it is? There's more brown in it. That's what I think I like about it. Now, I'm not sure if it's good if you're going to do a painting to use those acrylic paints, but for jelly printing, for making papers, fabulous. And I may like those paints, those acrylic paints from Dollar Tree in a painting. I'm not sure. I haven't done it. But I like it for what I'm doing right now. Okay, so let's just scrape some more. And what I kind of do is I kind of stick with the same areas that I've already scraped paint. I stick with those same areas, because then that way I still want to see all of this beautifulness underneath, okay? I still want to see stuff underneath. I don't want to see all scraped up paint. So I kind of stick with the same areas that I just did, and then that it makes sure that I don't fill the whole paper with this paint. Okay, I love that. I'm going to use a little bit of this color. This is a warm gray Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. Now, this is $5.99, this size. I wait till they do the 40% off. They used to do 50, but they only do 40 now. And I'll get it for around, you know, $3.50 or something like that. And this warm gray, to me, is one of my favorite colors. And to me, it's not warm gray. I call it putty. But if you're looking for it, it's called warm gray. It's in the fine art section. Master's Touch. Okay. like that. And one more color, I think, is this color. I did get this on clearance last year, $1.49, regularly $5.99. Naples Yellow. I am loving this. See how it looks in here? It doesn't look like that when you use it. It looks more like a, it like really makes pages look very old world. Very aged. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to use a baby wipe with this. And any area that's a little white, I'm just going to rub it with this. I could scrape it in too, but I just want to just use it. And it just like ages things up a little bit. Anywhere that's a little bit white. See what I'm talking about? Let me show you. That's what that color is. Isn't that fabulous? And it doesn't look like what it looks like in the tube until you use it. And you're like, oh, I like that. Okay. And anywhere that you feel is too dark, you can take a baby wipe and wipe a little bit off. And then it will reveal, it'll smear it and reveal something underneath. So if you ever feel like anything's getting too heavy, do that, okay? But I'm loving the way this looks right now. Okay. Let me just wipe this up. All right, now I like at this point to lighten this up just a little bit. So you can either use white acrylic paint, I'm going to use, or you can use some white gesso. And I have a bunch of white gesso, so I'm going to use white gesso. Let me show you again. I got this from Hobby Lobby clearance last year. $29.99 is what it costs. Normally $7.49 for this 32-ounce bottle of white gesso. Insanely good price for some white gesso. And that will take me forever to use that. Okay. Take a baby wipe. Okay. You can either, and just in certain areas, just to lighten this up a little bit, you can either go like this, which will reveal some stuff underneath. Okay. You can wipe some back. Okay. Which I like that right there. I just want to just go like that. I'm just going to lighten it up right here. Okay. I'm going to lighten it up right here. Okay. And that's it. Love it. That looks good. All right. And that lightened it up just a little bit. Okay. Let's get rid of these two baby wipes. Wipe up my mess. Let me grab some more baby wipes to wipe up my hands. We're going to do one more technique on here, and then we're going to dry it, and the next thing will be the bubbles. Okay. Now this would be a great technique, what I'm doing right now, for this just to be a mixed media background, and then you can do a focal point on top of that, which would be really cool. But we're going to make bubble paper out of this. One more thing is I want to do some black splatters. So, where's my, okay, here it is. Let's move these out of the way. Anything you don't want splattered, move it out of the way. I love, you can use a toothbrush, you can use a fan brush, or you can use a nice stiff brush. This is a nice stiff brush I love. I have some black paint right here. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Okay. And let's do some black splatters. You can do them whenever you want. You could have done them before. But I like to do it on top of this paint. Look how cool that looks. Love it. Now, the black splatters are also awesome. Let's suppose you don't have that script stamp. In place of the script stamp, do black splatters. If you have the script stamp, like I do both. Do black splatters and the script stamp. But it's the black splatters could take the place of the script stamp. And you can put it in wherever you want. You could do it when I did the script stamping, after I did my mark making and my stamping, or you can just do it at the end. Take creative license to do it the way you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause you guys for a second, dry this up, and then we're going to start the bubbles, making the bubbles, okay? So let me pause you guys for a second. For you, it'll be no time at all. For me, it'll be about 5 minutes. Okay, so we dried everything, and this is what it looks like. All right, so now, let me put my glue away so I can have a little more room. Let's do some bubbles. Oh, why did I put that away? I have a habit of just putting things away. I need to calm down. Okay, so we need to take a little bit of black acrylic paint. Put some right there. Just whatever. I'm going to use this paintbrush again. Doesn't matter what brush you use, but I'm going to use this one to get it. All right, wipe that off. Okay. So we need to make some bubbles. So I have different things to make bubbles. Oh, I had this right here. All right, I didn't put it away. Anyway, where are my things to make bubbles? They're there. So these are the things I've chosen to make bubbles. I have mason jar lids. Took out the silver parts, but look, to make bubbles. The top or the bottom of a glue stick for another size bubble. For really small ones, a marker top. Okay. Like a just any black permanent marker, ink pen top, whatever you want to use. And then this is a tube from FROYLE, so that's the size there. And this is from the paper towel roll. Okay, you can also use one from a toilet paper roll. All right, so we're gonna go with these big ones first. For some reason I'm just hooked on doing a big one right here, so we're gonna do that one first. You kind of need to put a lot of paint on here. I've learned that. Press down. There we go. Fabulous. And I like to do another bubble right there. I gotta redo my nails. When I redo my nails, I'm gonna wear a dark color because I'm doing a lot of painty stuff and I need my nails not to, like this light color here, it just shows all the paint if it ends up staining me. So, you know, bubbles overlap each other. So I'm going to have this bubble overlap into this other bubble. Like that. I might try to line this up again and redo that. There we go. Hopefully that worked. Yes. Okay. Then let me show you how to make this look like a bubble. And we're going to do some white swooshes. That's the other way to make it look like a bubble. But first of all, so this is what I learned from her, is you go around the edge, the inner edge, with a wet brush. This is the paintbrush I use. I just dipped it in water. That's the size I use, just like a liner brush. You can use whatever size you want, whatever works for you. And you just want to get, you want it to bleed out a little bit. And that's what gives it that watery liquid look, is when the black kind of leaks out like this. Make sure my hands aren't getting painty. And you can turn your page as much as you need to do this. Okay. And when you do this, when you make it bleed out, like, and make it look kind of watery, it makes it look like it really makes it start looking like a bubble. And this is, like I said, it's a new technique for me to do. I've done bubbles before, but I've never done them like this. So this is a totally new technique for me to do bubbles, and I love it. So I'm adding it to my bubble making techniques. If there's any such thing as bubble making techniques. I think there is. I don't know how she came up with this, but I love it. I love it. The other thing is, if you come across an area and it's not releasing enough, like there's not enough ink, enough paint there, which I haven't had a problem with this. You can also just take a little paint, mix it with a little water, like on the mat like this, add a little water, and then you can do the same thing if you need to add a little extra painty area, like right here could use a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So let me show you up in close. See what I'm talking about? See how bringing that watery blackness out makes it look like a bubble? It gives it that see-through quality, which I really, really love. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do another big bubble right here. I might just restamp this one again. Make sure you really press down good so the paint comes off. There we go. Love it. Love it. So you just can do the same thing again. Go around and get that black. Go around to the black, the inner part of the circle, and bring out that black. Okay. All right, that looks good. And then I think I'm going to do a little small one here, or let's do another big one there. You know, actually, let's go to a different size. I'm seeing something different. All right, let's go to using the paper towel roll. Okay, and again, you're just going around on the edge. I can't do it underneath the camera because I'm going to bump into, but you're just painting just that edge, okay? In fact, I'm going to have to bring my camera up a little bit. There we go, so I can get this paper towel roll. Okay. So again, I'm painting that edge of the paper towel roll. Plenty of paint. Put a lot of paint. Don't be stingy with the paint. Do another bubble here. Okay. And then I'm going to go to another size. I'm going to go to this smaller one here and paint on the edge. Again, just putting paint on the edge like that. I just can't, like I said, I can't do it completely under the camera because I keep hitting the, I gotta bring my paper. Just a second, you guys. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Let's do 2 more of these. And let's do the second one like this. All right. So now what we're going to do is just do the same thing we've been doing. And go around and just smear these. Okay. And if you start getting too dark, like right here it's a little dark, just use your paper towel and just blot it, or use a little bit more water if it starts getting too dark. And you can add a little water too, just to lighten things up. Okay, I'm gonna just dab that a little bit because it was getting a little bit dark. Sometimes the bleed out comes out a little much and gets a little dark. Okay, like this one here is getting a little dark here. There we go. All right, can I get this one right? All right, we got it. All right, so I'm gonna pause you guys again, and oh no, I'm not. was thinking I'm done, but I'm not done. We're going to do some, the small ones. Now these, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to dip it right into the paint. Okay. And do some smaller ones. Okay. There's some smaller ones, and then some really small ones are these. Okay, I'm gonna again just dip it in the paint, and then you can just do little small ones all over the place. And I like to take the small ones and kind of go into the big ones and come out. And you might want to just take it so you don't get so much paint and dab it on your thing first, so you don't get so much paint. Sometimes it's too much paint. I love these little small ones. They're fun. You can just keep going crazy with the small ones. Alright, I need to calm down with the little smalls. Okay, so the small ones I don't go through and do the technique with the water and the brush. But the other ones, the this size, the ones that I did out of the out of what? The glue stick. You can do that. Okay. And you don't have to do it to all of them. You can just do it to some of them if you want, because they're smaller. Okay, I'm just looking for the smalls. Yeah, so we're good with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to do the last bit, which is nothing but little swooshes. And the swooshes are what really makes make this come alive, okay? To make it look like bubbles. So let me pause you guys, dry this, and we'll be right back to make the swooshes, and we'll be done. Okay, so now I dried this. So again, you can use white acrylic paint, or you can use the gesso. I'm going to use white gesso. And I'm using a stiff brush. You can use a stiff brush like this. Try to find a stiff brush, but just get a small paintbrush if you don't have a stiff one. But if you have a stiff one, it makes really good swooshes. Okay. Kind of take some of the paint off of it. And then you're just going to just swoosh. Just like this. Okay. And if you don't like a swoosh, take a baby wipe and just wipe it off. Look, I don't like that one. I'm just gonna, there we go. Maybe I should put one up here. There we go. Okay. And the faster that you kind of do your swooshes, the better they're going to come out. And I find not too many swooshes when you're doing them. It's better maybe one or two. Usually two. But in the small ones, I just do one. Like these little small bubbles. If you want, you can hit them. You don't have to. But I'm going to hit most of them. They're so small. Just hit them a little bit if you want to. All right, did we get all the little ones? Yeah. Do I feel like I need anything else anywhere? Let me look in the thing. And sometimes you may feel that you need to go over a swoosh. It needs to be deepened a little bit. Do whatever you need to do. There's no right or wrong answer with this. There we go. Yeah. So let me bring the camera down so you guys can see. Isn't this gorgeous? You guys saw what we started with. Just a piece of, actually, scrap paper, but this is the weight of this. It's just copy paper. Isn't it cool? I'm just obsessed with this. There's so many things I want to make with this technique. There's just so many things. I won't go through them right now, but anyway, let me know how you guys like this. If you're going to try this technique using your jelly prints. And using some book pages and stuff, or in script with it, but your main thing is jelly prints for your base on this. Make sure you go check her out. I just said her name. The girl I got this from. It will be in the. It'll be in the. Because my computer just went off when I looked up the name of her channel. A link to her channel will be in the description. Check her out because you'll love her. She has really cool techniques. She loves the grunge style like I do. And we have a group called Our Magical Little Place. So if you do this, come share it with us. But if you have, if you junk journal, art journal, I don't care what you do, knit, crochet, if you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to share links to anything, you can. And come share and inspire us, get ideas, and come join us. There's a clickable link below. It's called Our Magical Little Place. Come visit me on Instagram, Facebook, the Facebook group. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you're going to try this out. And congratulations to the winner on winning. I think it was Butter Roll Boutique. Yes. Wait, let me make sure that's who won. Make sure. I just want to say her name correctly. I think it's Butter Roll Boutique. Let me just make sure. Yes, Butter Roll Boutique. Congratulations on winning the giveaway. Make sure there's links below to my Etsy shop. Make sure you message me so I can get your address and send that right out. And that is it for this one, you guys. I'm going to try to, you guys notice I'm doing a lot of mixed media videos. I'm going to try to bring you 3 or 4 a week, maybe 5, as much as I can. Okay? And the next video, I'm going to play on this a little bit more. I may do a collage with these papers we've made. That's probably what I'll do. And then next week, we're going to take this bubble paper in another direction. Okay? So it's not going to be bubbles. It's going to be something else. It's going to have a circle, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to show you guys next week. So the next video, we need to do some collaging. So we're going to collage with our papers, okay? Oh, really quickly also, if you want to make stuff like this and you love how it looks, take a picture of it or just put it on your printer and make copies of it. Or take a picture of it and print and make copies of them. You might want to take pictures of it real close so that you only see this, that you don't see like the mat. You only see your paper. And that way you can keep them in your phone so you can have a bunch of your papers in your phone. That's what I do. Also, you can print them out. Or you can just put this on the printer and print these out and have printables. So you can have these over and over and you can keep using them in your collages, okay? Alright, that's it, you guys. I will make sure you leave me a thumbs up, make a comment, and subscribe. Alright, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!